Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. All right, we sounding good. Cool, cool, cool. So we're currently in this trade right here. We just hit TP1. And then GU just hit this level as well. We got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know how the music sounds. What's going on, New? How you feeling? How you feeling? Sounds good. Okay, what's going on, Scotty? Scotty Too Hotty, that's what's up. Yeah, I told y'all, they literally terminated the YouTube channel that I was using the music for like the past half a year. I went to the history like I usually do yesterday, and then it was like a blank screen with 3 dots. I was like, what the hell? And then I click it and it said, oh, not available because this YouTube channel got terminated. I said, damn, they got rid of the whole YouTube channel? I was like, that's crazy. And I had it, and that was my second one or my third one, because the one before that last year, like the beginning of last year, I had to switch off of because it went from having 0 ads to, I guess they're like, damn, this motherfucker keeps watching my shit. Let me add ads. So then there was ads, so I had to get rid of that one. So I found this one yesterday. This is one we had during the TikTok live yesterday as well. I'm still gonna be exploring, but you know, let me know how y'all feel about this one. This one's pretty chill too. But this is what we're gonna be listening to today, until I find something else. But I think this one's pretty chill. And there's like 7 hours, so I don't even know how the rest of the playlist sounds. But we're in this trade currently with the members and students. We're in US30 YM. YM for the future traders, US30 for the Forex and indices traders. We just hit TP1 on this. So we left this alone yesterday because it retraced, but we are still technically bullish, which is why we're in this buy setup. Then if y'all watched the pre-New York game plan yesterday, GJ ended up going as projected. I told y'all we was in that GJ setup. Obviously you can see how GJ played out. And I told you to look for US30 buys as well. Gold's the only chart out of the 3 charts I told y'all to look for setups on that didn't go as projected. So 2 out of 3 charts, that's not bad at all. Now, the reason why gold did not go as projected either is because now we are in a downtrend on gold and we're in a downtrend on GBPUSD. So we're going to be looking for potential sells on gold and GBPUSD. Now we do have, what's today? Damn, today's Thursday already? What the fuck? Y'all know I'm terrible with time. But we do got some news today, y'all. So we're not going to be trading the GU or GJ setups until probably New York session, right? Because we have 4:30 news. And y'all don't know, I got some rules when it comes to news. You either trade before news or trade after news, right? So I personally like to take a setup hour, 30 minutes before a news event. If I'm in a trade already, that's different. But since I'm not in a setup, I'm just going to let the news play out and then see what's talking about New York session. So that's why we're also in this US30 setup. So we hit TP1. We're still slightly in profit. We're about to see what this next 5 minute looks like. Make sure to like the live as y'all hop up in here. We can see GU still playing out. I would have took this stuff if it wasn't news. As you can see, it's still playing out. Look how it's reacting to my level. Support turned to resistance. Price pushing down. I'm telling y'all, this is the cheat code to the markets. GJ went absolutely crazy as well. GJ is about to try to do a retest right here. So we can BCR and maintain 215.35 as support. We can look for buys going back up to the highs here at 215.50. Policy up to 215.65. All right, y'all. And then look at GU pushing as well. So again, if GU can maintain 34.95 as resistance, we could look for sales going down to 34.80. Not 34.80, 34.85, and then we can hold that level as resistance. We could look for continuous sales going to 34.80. Now, like I told y'all yesterday as well, make sure to check out my stock and crypto channel. All right, because those 4 ETFs I told y'all to get, y'all should be up in profit on those. And 2 weeks going on 3 weeks ago, I told y'all about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, if you would have bought those prices, you'd be up a bag right now as well. Now, obviously, I'm not going to just be talking about Bitcoin on that channel. I'm going to be talking about all the other stocks and cryptos I be in, as well as stocks and cryptos y'all are interested in. It's going to be very similar to what I was doing in 2024, 2025 last year. It's just going to be on a separate channel. It's just going to be on a separate channel. So US30 is still kind of chilling right here. We're going to be looking for gold sales as well. So with gold, we're either going to look for price that barely missed my retest here. We're either going to look for price to retest 47.24, or if we can BCR maintain 47.05, 47.06 as resistance, we can look for sales going to 46.86. So we was going for buys last week, but you know the market structure changed, so we got to change the game plan. Right, like if we go into the daily time frame, let me pull up some charts. And if y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Y'all already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Let me put this up here so we can see how price reacts to this level. So we hit TP1. US30 is retesting this level. So we're about to break down US30 and gold as well as GU. Well, we can break down all of these really, but we got a lot of potential setups about to play out soon. GU's already taking off. We got a lot of setups about to try to play out. Again, look at how US30 is reacting to this level. This is why we enter and exit off these levels right here. Got a new video dropping for y'all today as well. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. And if the audio gets fucked up, let me know and I'll fix it. It is all good. I don't mind if y'all tell me a bunch of times that the audio is bad, because if y'all can't hear me, you know, that doesn't help nobody out. First time on your live, I watched some of your stuff on TikTok. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to TikTok. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. I see it scrolling at the bottom of your screens. Instagram playmaker_way. TikTok _playmakerway_. All right. Post daily on both pages. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today as well. What platform am I trading on? So you're brand new to trading, don't worry about a broker. But this is TradingView. So I trade funded accounts and live personal accounts. So gold just hit this level right here. So we're about to see how gold reacts here. We're going to see how the next 5 and 15 looks. Again, we're going to look to see if we can BCR and maintain 47.04 as resistance. If so, we can look for sales going down to 46.86. Where are the old videos from the other channel? The channel's gone. Like, I can't even find it in my search history on my phone no more. I might be able to pull it up on my computer, but the channel's terminated. Like, they got rid of that shit. Not my channel, but the channel that I had the background music with. Or I was using the background music. Wait, is the one-on-one included in joining the university? No. So the one-on-one sessions comes with, is exactly what it says, right? So when you watch any of my YouTube videos, right? And I'm not being sarcastic, all right? I'm not being a dickhead, all right? I just have to say that because I'm blunt and sometimes people take that the wrong way. But literally what it says is what you get, right? So with the one-on-one sessions, you get 1 session a week. Each session is 1 hour long, recorded to you the same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So you get 4 sessions a month, 1 per week. It's a monthly subscription. You also get access to the advanced play signal, that way you can earn while you learn. Okay, so it does not come with Playmaker University. Playmaker University is a separate thing, right? This is one thing. This comes with this. This is a separate thing. You get all my books for free, not just the Price Action Technical Analysis Playbook, but you get daily analysis, daily updates when my levels get hit, daily game plans, and you get my full in video format, how to read the charts, how to mark off my levels, how to enter trades, exit trades, how to trade news. You get my trading plan, my trading psychology book, and you get access to the student member group chat. So no, you don't get these together. But going back to the YouTube, you watch any of my YouTube videos, like the trade breakdown I just dropped the other day, at the end of the video, not even the end, after I finish the trade breakdown, you always hear me say, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Every time you hear me say that, if you tap your screen or move the mouse, there's 3 minutes plus left in that video. So after I say, if you're interested in how to identify these levels, my signature service and mentorship programs, hit those links in the description. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. If you watch those last 3.5 minutes, I take you behind the scenes and show you exactly what each one of these things comes with, right? So after this live's over, you'll notice that at the end of every of my YouTube videos, I tell y'all exactly what these things come with. I take you behind the scenes and show you what it looks like, all that good stuff, but also literally what it says is what you get. But I'm okay with clarifying things because I know it can kind of be confusing, or you might think that it might come with other stuff, but no, so that's all separate, right? So the advanced play signal room is one thing. One-on-one sessions comes with the signal room, and the Playmaker University is a separate thing, right? So the signal room is me giving you fish. One-on-one sessions is like the cheaper version of Playmaker University, but you'll save them a lot more money if you just do the math. You do Playmaker University because this is a one-time payment versus one-on-one sessions. People average 3 to 4 months doing one-on-one sessions, so you'll save a lot more money doing Playmaker University in the long run. But yes, that's all the stuff that comes with. And US30 is going stupid right now. We almost hit TP2. And this is why we don't breakout trade, ladies and gentlemen, right? You always want to wait for the BCR. Would have got faked out here, would have got faked out here, would have got faked out here, would have took another loss here. Never rush into setups. This goes back to what I was talking about the TikTok live yesterday. Always wait for the BCR. Always wait for the BCR. But yeah, so we're just going to keep it on US30 right here. We're about to see if we can hit TP2. But yeah, I only got 2 spots left for one-on-one sessions though until somebody drops off. There's only 2 spots left because for my sanity, I can only do a certain amount of sessions per week. But there are 2 slots available till people drop off. All that's linked in the description as well, but let me drop it in the comments for y'all. And then if y'all follow me on TikTok, Instagram is not as popping as TikTok, but if y'all follow me on TikTok, make sure you're actually talking to me because these scammers have gotten creative. They've been taking notes. I've been exposing their flaws and like, damn, you're right, Way. Our username is not like yours. Damn, we don't got a link in our bio. So now they got links in their bio that look just like mine, but you will know it's me because I'll never message you first unless you comment Playmaker or Playbook, but you'll also know it's me because I won't follow you first, right? So if you're talking to somebody and it says follow back, that's an issue. I'll never hit you up and say, hey, how's your trading going? Or, you know, you want to buy into my business? None of that shit, right? Never will do that. I hope your trading's going good, but I'll never do that, okay? And I do have other TikTok pages, but all my other TikTok pages has my name tagged in the bio. So if it does not have my name tagged, my main page tagged in the bio, is not my page, all right? Because I do have a faceless YouTube channel, which some of y'all found me on. And then I also have a backup channel where I show my face. But those have my username for my main page tagged. So it doesn't have my main page tagged, it's not me. If it's following you first, it's not me. If I hit you up first, you never comment Playmaker or Playbook, it's not me. Especially, even if you did comment Playmaker or Playbook, I'm never going to just hit you with the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I send y'all. I send y'all that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know. I'm not going to say it because the scammers are taking notes, but y'all know what I send y'all if you comment Playmaker or Playbook, all right? So if you're ever not sure if you're talking to me, just hit me up on the main page, but hey, have I been talking to you? Screenshot. Because some of y'all have done that, and y'all been talking to motherfuckers that's not me for like a week or two. Some of y'all are in Telegram channels that are not mine, All right, so the links on TikTok do not work. It is all good. Sometimes TikTok blocks it, but the links will always work on the YouTube or Instagram. All right, and always, if you just DM me, I'll send you the links. So let's see. So gold's about to go for round 2 here. GU's pushing. Still waiting for a retest on G right here. All right, new 15 just popped up. Can I tag my other pages? Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. I gotta pull it up actually, because I don't know them off the rip. I don't know them off the rip either. Alright, so we're gonna be looking to see if gold can hold this level. So really quick though, let me just do this really quick. So my main page is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, but let me go to my other pages, because I do have a secondary page. And a lot of y'all are finding on my faceless channel, but that one has my name tagged in it as well. So my other page is, and this is TikTok strictly, right? Y'all don't be showing love on Instagram too much. Shout out to those that do, but this is TikTok strictly. Y'all be showing more love on TikTok. The trading, what the fuck is it? The trading underscore. And this is the username, the trading playbook. And then this one's page name is Playmaker University. And then obviously this is the main one. And I have a secondary one that I haven't really posted on in a minute, but I am going to start posting on that again. Man, at some point I'm going to have to hire some people, but not anytime soon. And then I have this one right here. All right. So it's not either one of these other 2 channels. They're not my channels. All right. So this is my faceless channel for Playmaker University. This is my backup channel for my main page. So it's not one of these 2 besides the main one scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's not mine. You look these up on TikTok, you'll see that it has my name tagged for my real page and my link in the bio. So it doesn't have my main page tagged. It is not me. If you're not following me first, it is not me. All right. So keep that in mind. Also, Telegram channels. I remember one day, one of y'all sent me a screenshot talking about, is this your Telegram channel? It was like 50 people in there. It was like fucking like Arabic words and shit. And there were like all the English words were like bold, and it was weird as fuck. I was like, no, that's not my page, right? I don't got a Bitcoin flip page, none of that shit. Because somebody was, the other day was talking about, somebody hit them up talking about, oh, give me $500, I can turn that to $2,400. I'll never tell you all that shit. I do got a video talking about how to double your account in 2 weeks, but that's actually realistic. I do the math behind that to show you how it works. So we barely missed TP2. We're still kind of chilling right here. So let's talk about why we're in these setups and why we're looking for these other setups. So GU ended up going as projected. This would have been a nice setup to catch, but it is all good. It is all good. Damn, GU is going crazy. Shout out to whoever took that setup. GU is going absolutely crazy. So let's talk about why I was talking about we're going for GU sales. Let's talk about GU first, since GU is getting active, right? And it all just comes back down to market structure, y'all. At the end of the day, it's all coming down to market structure. And this is what we talking about in the TikTok lives. We go a lot more deep. And I know we haven't had a live with the members lately. I've been busy, but also because there hasn't been that many New York live streams, right? There hasn't been any, I mean, not New York live streams, New York news events. Like there was one Tuesday, but besides that, there hasn't been shit going on. So I might just say fuck it, and we just do one, so we can just talk about shit and chop it up. But you know, I like to usually do it during news events, but you know, if there's not a lot of news events, nothing we can do about it. So why are we looking for sales on GU today, and why is GU doing exactly what we was talking about 20 minutes ago? It all comes down to market structure. It all comes down to market structure, right? So we had the downtrend got broken, then we have this big ass high, we have this higher low, right? So again, like we talked about in the TikTok lives, what does the uptrend consist of? Higher lows, higher highs, right? So when we retrace prices steps, there's an issue here. What is the issue? We're not seeing higher lows and higher highs getting made. We're seeing what? We had this big ass high, we had this low, But this high, like we talked about on the TikTok a lot, the reason why it's called a higher high is because this high, right, is higher than this high. So we look at this high and this high is clearly not higher than this high, right? It's lower, right? Just like how this low currently broke past this low. So the market structure changed and we're no longer seeing higher highs, higher lows, but lower highs, lower lows, right? So that's why we're looking for sales today. And that's why price, as you can see, is pumping to the downside. That's why I tell you to go with the floor of price, because when you go with the floor of price, look what happens when the volume kicks in, which the internet likes to say the buyers or sellers taking over, which is just the volume kicking in from the bigger time frame. You're going to have the highest likelihood of it going in your favor, right? That's why yesterday, this is also why you wait for the retest of why I don't do buy limit, sell limit orders, right? I'm telling you, I don't do buy limit, sell limit orders, always market execute, right? But that's why also the game plan for pre-New York yesterday, we went for GJ buys here, even though we can clearly see price prior to this buy set was holding this low as resistance, right? So why did we go for buys here? Why did price break past this level? And then why, even after this big ass retracement, if anybody tried to go for sales New York session open, would have got fucked up here, would have got fucked up here, would have got fucked up here, right? Because the bigger time frame, we're in an uptrend. You see what I mean? And again, y'all, this is why you do not break out trade. Look how many times you would have took a loss on gold if you would have broke out traded versus waiting for the BCR. And look at US30 was red back to green, right? And we just hit TP2, so let me let the members know we just hit TP2. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. We need to look at any charts, drop in the chat. We have GBP news at 4:30 popping off, so keep that in mind as well. Yeah, so we're just gonna need a little bit of volume right here. So the reason why price is kind of struggling right here on US30 also, let me talk about that really quick. Let's pull up US30. And then for the futures traders, US30 is YM for the futures traders. Let's use this chart right here. All right, because we're still technically bullish, right? So we're still technically bullish. Now, we had this big ass higher high get made. We had this higher low get made right here. Right, this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So again, what is the rules of the uptrend, right? What is the rules of the uptrend? Let's pull out the rules of the uptrend. What is the rules of the uptrend? All right, let's pull it out. Here we go. Right, for the uptrend to continue, we need to break past the previous high to use a higher high. Also got to respect the support level the higher low is resting on. Right, so right here, this was the higher low. This was the higher high, right? And then even with this rejection, we failed to break this high, but we're still technically bullish, right? So that's why we're looking for buys here. But we're going to need some volume to break through this level of traffic. And we can clearly see that this high is at a strong resistance level. And we're approaching the all-time high. So we're going to need some volume to break through this level. Or we could see price retrace. So that's kind of what's going on with US30 YN currently. But we did hit TP2, but that's why we need a little bit of volume to break past this point. Because if it rejects past these next two levels, we could see a reversal take place. But yeah, GU is still pushing. And then GJ, very simple why we went for buys on GJ. I actually got a trade breakdown dropping for GJ, so I'm not going to talk about GJ here because I'm going to do a trade breakdown for GJ. So just be on the lookout for that. But yeah, GU going stupid right now. GU going stupid right now. Make sure to explore the playlist as well, y'all. Both the day train tips playlist and the trade breakdown playlist. Got tons of free videos for y'all. And like always, y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat and I got y'all. What's my crypto channel? Let me put it in the chat. I posted in the free Telegram yesterday as well, but I got you. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. So this is my crypto channel right here. Well, it's a stock and crypto channel. I'm posting stock and crypto videos on there. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal free Telegram, y'all. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Currently, this week we are 4-0. All right, we're 4 this week. Last week we went 6-2, gives us a 75% win rate. This is a screen recording literally Monday through Friday last week, so you can see what happened behind the scenes. All the New York price watch list, the updates, all that good shit. The week before that, we went 4-1, gives an 80% win rate. And then the first week of April, I forgot, I didn't post it. Okay, but as far as how we did Q1 this year, we went 58-9. January went 20 wins, 3 losses. February 19 wins, 3 losses. March 19 wins, 3 losses, giving us an 87% win rate, 228,452 pips caught. Just picking up where we left off last year, because we go to last year, Q4 last year, same thing, 80 wins, 12 losses, 87% win rate, 305,000 pips caught. And as far as how we did on a yearly basis, because when I tell you we average an 80 to 90% win rate on a weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis, I am not lying. Last year we caught almost 1 million pips, and this is just signals, by the way. This isn't even other trades that go as projected, trades I talk about in the New York price watch list. This is simply just signals I call. This is not even all the trades, right? But last year we had an 85% win rate, 232 wins, 30 losses. So again, though, this shit really works. We've been doing this since 2022, averaging 80 to 90% win rate. But yeah, so we're gonna be just chilling on US30 right now. We'll be flipping back and forth between gold and GU and GJ. But obviously they're retracing, so we're just gonna let them do their thing. Again, another reason why I'm not touching these charts right now is because we got news popping off in a little bit. So we're just gonna let the news do its thing, and then we'll see what they got in store for us New York session. Make sure to like the live and subscribe, y'all, if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at, where we at right now? Where are we at right now? Let me pull it up. We just hit 5,300 subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Let's get to 5,400, y'all. Let's get to 5,400. All US30 pushing. This is why I tell y'all just to go with the floor price. It's very simple. Just go with the floor price. Currently at a almost 1 to 2 RR, which is not bad at all. Gold rejected again. This is why we don't breakout trade. GU's attempted to retest as low as we speak. GJ rejected. If you took this setup with us, nobody should close this trade red. All right, especially not in the signal room. You don't know what the entry SLTPs is, or you don't know what the game plan is. Nobody should close that trade red. Again, this is another example why we don't breakout trade. You want to wait for the retest. If you would have waited for price to close to see if you could BCR here, you could have avoided another loss. That's why I tell you, do not breakout trade. As we can see, gold rejected. So we're going to see how gold reacts right here, though, because if it can't hold 47.22 as resistance, we can look for sales going back down to here, 47.06. But if it fails, we're just going to let it keep pushing up. We have 4:30 news for the GBP pairs popping up in a little bit, so make sure to keep that in mind as well. And like I always say, if you don't take a setup or see any action between now and 6 a.m., simply just wait for 8 o'clock, 9:30 New York Open, and then go from there. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want you to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. And then for those wondering, you'll know if I'm in a trade if I put my thing on the candlesticks. I purposely don't put them right on them because I'm not in the trade yet. These are trade ideas. That's why with this setup, you see I'm on the candlesticks. I'm actually in this setup. Because how I like to trade, I like to already have my game plan. I know what my bias is. I know where my entry, my SL to TP is. I know what I'm risking. I already have my trading plan down. So all I'm doing is like I'm showing on the charts, just waiting for price to show me if it's ready to make the move, waiting for my confirmations to be met or not met. If they're met, I take the setup. If they're not met, like with gold, we don't take the setup. We're about to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. Again, nobody should close this setup red. We broke way past the 1-to-1 RR. But yeah, it's been a pretty smooth week, y'all. Pretty smooth week. 4-0 for the week is not bad as far as signal room is concerned. All right, this is why I said nobody should close this trade red. It flipped. All right. Like I said, price is always gonna let you know what's going on. Right? Price didn't just randomly tank. We saw the volume to the upside slow down. We saw this big ass wick, and then we saw price chilling here. So if y'all did not get wicked out in profit or close, you just gotta hold the SLRTP gets hit. That's how it goes. People ask all the time, like, this is what you have to understand. You can't catch every candlestick, you can't catch every pip, every point. That is the point of having a trading plan, right? It's like I talk about the TikTok lives all the time. You first got to learn how the charts work. Based on the knowledge of the charts, that is then when you come up with a trading strategy or learn a trading strategy based on the charts. And then based on your trading strategy and the knowledge of the charts, that is when you develop a trading plan to help you make money as well as protect your capital. All right. So if you don't move SL in profit, trail profit, take partials, whatever the case may be, there's only one other option, which is hold to SLRTP gets hit. All right. So if y'all didn't get wicked out, just hold to SLRTP gets hit. That's just the name of the game. That's just the name of the game. So we see gold chilling right here, rejected this level. It's pushing back down. Remember, this was a green candlestick. Look how I tapped my level and then rejected. This is exactly why we mark off these levels. This is exactly why we enter and exit off these levels. Look at the retest right here. GU trying to do the same thing right here. And then GJ is kind of just chilling. So I'm gonna bring this alert down here. I'm not gonna really take a buy settle down here though. I just wanna know if price does touch this level though. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. Appreciate y'all liking the live and subscribing. Got a new post lined up for y'all today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. And I got a new post lined up for y'all today on TikTok and Instagram also. Look how price reacted to the level yet again. It's not a coincidence, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the cheat code to the markets. Look at that rejection back up, y'all. Absolutely nasty. Absolutely nasty. Look at this, y'all. Absolutely nasty. This is why I told y'all, either hold to SRT gets hit. If you don't, move your stop loss and profit. Just stick to the game plan. Absolutely nasty move right here, y'all. Nasty move right here. I think we just hit another TP. Yeah, we did. We just hit TP5. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. I'm not gonna take anything else to New York session. Gold, if it can maintain 47.22 as resistance, we could look for sales going to 47.06. GU, we could look for sales at 34.95 to 34.85, and we can BCR maintain 34.85 as resistance. We could look for sales going to 34.80. Excuse me. Now we do have the GBP news about to pop off, so we might just see if it does anything. If it doesn't do anything crazy within the first couple minutes, I'm just going to end the live. But we also see GJ's pushing back up as well right before the news. So again, if we can maintain 215.35 as support, we can look for buys going to 215.50. So it's not a coincidence that price is approaching my level here right before the news pops off. We literally have news about to pop off in 10 seconds. Same thing with price chilling right here. So actually, let's see, and look at gold pushing too, y'all. So if y'all took this gold setup, y'all should be up right now. I didn't take the gold setup because I was in this setup. But yeah, we're about to see some action soon, it looks like. So let's see if we get anything crazy. Oh, look at that. Look at fucking that, y'all. All right. End of story. I just proved again that news, you don't gotta watch news to know what the fuck price is gonna do. If y'all don't see the proof in the pudding, y'all don't like pudding at this point. 4:30 on the dot. I've been telling y'all this entire live stream was looking for buys. You see how price just hit my level and rejected. I don't know what else to tell y'all. G is rejecting as well, but who gives a fuck? Gold's pushing. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna end the live right there. Ain't too much else to say. Shout out to the playmakers, y'all. Ain't too much else to say, y'all. Ain't too much else to say. Again, if you didn't close this US30 setup, figure out what you're trying to do with your life with that. Because again, you gotta have a trading plan. The reason why a lot of people be stressed in trades is because y'all are just winging it or just doing what you feel like doing in the moment. You gotta have a game plan you stick to every single day. But yeah, that's just nasty. That's just nasty work. Look how price is still reacting to this level. That's just disgusting. That is disgusting. Literally close right here. New 15 on the 4:30 news. Hit that level right there. I might have to clip that. I don't fucking know. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since y'all joined. I keep on telling y'all, this is the cheat code to the charts, y'all. This is the cheat code to the charts. Anybody can say, oh, there's news today, be careful. But can a motherfucker tell you what price is going to do before it does it? Peace, we out.